Welcome to our video on 7 countries with clean air and 3 that are choked by pollution. Join us as we explore some of the world's cleanest air, from Finland's pristine landscapes to New Zealand's fresh breezes. We'll also take a stark look at the pollution challenges facing nations like India, China, and Bangladesh. Stay tuned as we uncover what makes these countries leaders in clean air and the pressing environmental issues that some are still grappling with. 1. Finland. The gold standard of clean air. Finland stands out as a beacon of clean air in 2025, with PM 2.5 levels averaging just 5 micrograms per cubic meter, far below the global safety threshold. The Finnish government enforces strict environmental laws and prioritizes renewable energy. Over 40% of its electricity already comes from renewables like wind and solar. Cities across Finland are designed with green spaces, bike lanes, and efficient public transportation, making it easier for residents to choose cleaner options. Community involvement in environmental stewardship is high, with education programs teaching children the importance of conservation. Finland's forests, which cover 3/4 of the country, act as natural air purifiers, absorbing pollutants and filtering the air. Industrial emissions are tightly regulated, and there is active monitoring to ensure standards are met. The result is a nation where stepping outside feels refreshing and invigorating, a stark contrast to many urban centers worldwide. In Finland, fresh air is truly a part of everyday life. 2. Sweden. A champion of sustainability, Sweden maintains its reputation for clean air by keeping PM 2.5 levels at about 6 micrograms per cubic meter. The government's ambitious goal of net zero greenhouse gas emissions by 2045 drives innovation in clean technology. Swedish cities are equipped with reliable public transport, which helps cut down on traffic and pollution. Waste management is a national point of pride, with recycling rates among the highest in Europe. Almost 99% of household waste is recycled or used for energy. Urban areas feature plenty of green corridors and parks, encouraging residents to walk or cycle instead of drive. The Swedish car fleet is rapidly electrifying, spurred by government incentives for electric vehicle purchases. Strict industrial regulations ensure factories meet tough air quality standards. This holistic approach makes Sweden a global model for integrated, sustainable clean air policies. 3. Norway. Powered by nature's energy, Norway consistently boasts some of the cleanest air in the world, with PM 2.5 concentrations around 7 micrograms per cubic meter. Nearly all of Norway's electricity comes from hydropower, which virtually eliminates the air pollution associated with burning fossil fuels. The country leads the world in electric vehicle adoption per capita, thanks to generous government incentives and extensive charging infrastructure. Public transportation in cities like Oslo is effective and heavily used, reducing car traffic and emissions. Norway's abundant forests and strict environmental protection laws further help maintain air purity. Public health benefits are evident, with lower rates of respiratory illnesses compared to more polluted nations. The government remains proactive, regularly updating standards as science advances. In Norway, clean air is seen not just as a goal but as a shared societal value. 4. New Zealand. Fresh breezes and open spaces. New Zealand's breathtaking landscapes are matched by its air quality, with PM 2.5 levels at roughly 8 micrograms per cubic meter. The country's remote location in the South Pacific, coupled with a small population, helps keep pollution at bay. Environmental laws are robust, especially in agriculture and industry, ensuring natural resources are protected. New Zealand prioritizes renewable energy, with over 80% of electricity generated from sources like hydro and wind. Urban centers are designed to be green and walkable, and the government supports community tree planting initiatives. Strict vehicle emission standards ensure that even as cities grow, air pollution remains low. Education campaigns keep the public informed about the importance of protecting clean air. The crisp, invigorating breeze in cities like Wellington is a testament to these efforts. 5. Canada. Wilderness and clean skies. Canada is renowned for its vast forests and clean air, with national PM 2.5 levels averaging around 9 micrograms per cubic meter. Stringent regulations control industrial and vehicle emissions, and the country's reliance on hydroelectric power helps minimize pollution. Urban areas like Vancouver and Toronto are investing in green public transit and cycling infrastructure, further reducing pollution from cars. Canada's geography, featuring huge expanses of boreal forest, naturally filters the air and provides a buffer against pollution. The federal government sets tough air quality standards and invests in monitoring stations nationwide. Seasonal wildfires can temporarily impact air quality, but these events are closely tracked, and warnings are issued when needed. Public engagement is encouraged, with clean air days and environmental awareness campaigns. Canadians value their environment deeply, and it shows in the country's ongoing efforts to keep its air among the world's cleanest. 6. Australia. Clean air amidst challenges. Australia, with its sprawling natural landscapes, manages to keep average PM 2.5 levels near 10 micrograms per cubic meter. Rigorous regulations on industrial emissions and vehicle standards help maintain this relatively clean air. The country is a global leader in solar energy adoption and continues to expand its wind power capacity, reducing reliance on coal. Urban centers are investing in green spaces and sustainable public transport to counteract the effects of population growth. Bushfires, a recurring threat, can cause short-term spikes in air pollution, but recovery is swift due to prevailing winds and environmental management. Cities like Sydney and Melbourne monitor air quality closely, providing real-time updates to residents. Australia's public health campaigns raise awareness about the importance of clean air and the risks of pollution. Despite periodic challenges, Australia remains committed to balancing development with environmental protection. 7. Iceland. Nature's air purifier. Iceland, though small in population, is a giant when it comes to air quality, with PM 2.5 levels typically below 5 micrograms per cubic meter. The country's unique reliance on geothermal and hydroelectric energy means its power generation is almost entirely emission-free. Small, spread-out populations mean there's little industrial or vehicular pollution. Reykjavik, the capital, is known for its clean, brisk air, making outdoor activities especially enjoyable. Environmental education is integrated into the school curriculum, instilling a respect for nature from an early age. The government enforces strict limits on emissions from any new industry, and monitoring stations provide real-time data to the public. Iceland's abundant natural landscapes, from glaciers to volcanic fields, help filter and renew the air. The end result is an environment where clean air is truly a national treasure. 8. India. Battling a pollution crisis. India faces one of the world's toughest air pollution crises, with average PM 2.5 levels soaring to around 126 micrograms per cubic meter. Rapid urbanization and unchecked industrial growth have led to toxic air in major cities like Delhi, where smog often blankets the skyline. Vehicle emissions, construction dust, and the burning of crop residue are major contributors to the problem. The Indian government has launched the National Clean Air Program, aiming to reduce particulate pollution by 40% in dozens of cities by 2026. However, enforcement is a significant hurdle, as many factories and vehicles evade regulations. Public health impacts are severe, with millions of premature deaths attributed to air pollution each year. Awareness campaigns are growing, but behavior change is slow. The scale of India's pollution problem makes it a stark example of the urgent need for stronger action. 9. China. Industrialization and its costs. China's rapid industrialization over the past few decades has come at a steep environmental cost, with national PM 2.5 levels averaging around 48 micrograms per cubic meter. Especially in megacities like Beijing and Shanghai, smog can be so dense that it obscures the sun for days. The government has responded with aggressive measures, including the Air Pollution Prevention and Control Action Plan, which targets coal consumption and promotes renewables. Major progress has been made. Several cities have seen reductions in pollution, but challenges remain, especially in heavily industrialized regions. Public transportation and electric vehicles are being promoted, but car ownership continues to rise. Factories are under pressure to upgrade technology and improve efficiency, but enforcement is uneven. Health risks from air pollution remain a top concern, driving continued investment in cleaner technologies. China's story is one of both dramatic progress and ongoing struggle. 10. Bangladesh. Hazardous air in crowded cities. Bangladesh ranks among the most polluted countries globally, with PM2.5 concentrations reaching approximately 77 micrograms per cubic meter. Dense population and rapid urbanization have led to unchecked industrial emissions, while traffic congestion adds to the air quality crisis. Dhaka, the capital, frequently records air quality in the hazardous range, endangering millions of residents. The government has started initiatives like phasing out older, polluting vehicles and promoting cleaner fuels, but enforcement is inconsistent. Brick kilns, an essential part of the construction industry, are notorious for spewing particulate matter. Seasonal factors, like the dry winter months, can worsen the situation as dust and emissions accumulate. Public health impacts are severe, with high rates of respiratory and cardiovascular illnesses. Addressing air pollution remains a national emergency, demanding greater resources and stronger governance.